Hello students, welcome to Science Surfers. Today we are going to start our chapter Tissue Part 1 for class 9. We have already studied in previous chapter that all living organisms are made up of cells, and in a unicellular organism all the basic functions are performed by that single cell only. For example, in amoeba, the single cell is able to carry out all the basic processes like movement, intake of food, respiration, digestion, excretion, etc. But in the multicellular organism, we have got millions of cells. So in those organisms, there is a complete division of labor where different group of cells take up different functions. The cells specialized to carry one particular function occur together and form a cluster of cell. Such a cluster of similar cell is known as a tissue. So, the tissue may be defined as the group of cells that have a similar structure and perform a particular function. For example, ये हमारी cells हैं, काफ़ी सारी cells मिलकर एक tissue बनाती हैं, and in this tissue all the cells function together to make the stomach as an organ to work properly. Similarly, in leaves, same type of cells constitute a tissue, and this tissue become part of this leaf and form a particular function for the leaf. So in brief, the tissue is a group of cells that work together to achieve a common function. Plants and animals, they are two different multicellular organisms, and both possess different types of tissue, because their life functions are different from each other. Plants are stationary, they remain fixed at one place, whereas animals move from one place to another. In plants, growth is limited to certain particular regions only, whereas in animals, growth is uniform in each and every part. Plants need less energy to survive, but animals need more energy for their survival. So, most of the tissue in plants are dead tissues which provide them mechanical strength. Whereas in animals, most of the tissue are alive because they require a lot of energy to survive. So, in brief, we can divide the tissues into plant tissue and animal tissue, which are different from each other. The plants have got two types of tissues. One, we call them as meristematic tissue, and other is called as permanent tissues. What are meristematic tissues? Meristematic tissues are the simple tissues which have the ability to divide. They can divide again and again to form new cells. And this tissue is present in growing regions of the plant, like in root or the stem or the branches. And on the basis of their location, we have got three different types of meristematic tissues in plants. The very first is apical tissue, second one is the intercalary, and third one is the lateral meristems. Now we'll discuss one by one. The first one is the apical. As the name suggests, it is present on the apex. Apex मतलब tips पर present होता है. It is present on the tips of the growing stem or root. This tissue divides continuously and help to increase the length of the root and and stem, and they mainly cause primary growth in the plants, means increase their height. Then we have got the second type of meristematic tissues known as intercalary meristems. They are present at the internodes. Now what are internodes? The place between two nodes is known as internode. और node क्या होता है? जहां से new branch start होती है और the new leaf starts. So at that particular place, this type of meristematic tissues are present, which are called intercalary meristems. They are similar to the apical one because they also increase the length of the plant. ये उसी पोर्शन में से, इंटरनोड्स में से प्लांट्स की लेंथ को इंक्रीज करने में हेल्प करते हैं. Then we have got the third type of meristem, that is known as lateral meristem. It is present along the side of the longitudinal axis of the plant. Now see, there it is present. And they help to increase the thickness of the stem or the root, right? Which increases the girth of the stem, or we call it as secondary growth. Primary growth is cell elongations. The plant is increasing in height. But when plant is increasing in the diameter or its girth is increasing, we call it as secondary growth. So these are three types of meristematic tissues in plants. The one is apical meristem, second is intercalary, and third one is the lateral meristem. The second type of tissues in the plants are permanent tissues which do not divide at all, and they have acquired a particular function. So they are of two types. One is known as the simple permanent tissue and another is known as the complex permanent tissue. The simple permanent tissue means the tissue which is made up of same type of cell and which are similar in structure and function. So these are of two types. One is the protective tissue which protects the plants. Second one is the supporting tissue that supports structure present in the plants. So first we'll discuss about the protective tissue. There are two, epidermis and cork. Or then we'll discuss the supportive tissue, which are three, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Protective tissue is made up of epidermis. It is also a covering tissue which provides cover to the plant. Right? So it is the outermost single layer of the plant, such as leaves, flower, roots, etc. In all the plant parts, outermost layer, जैसे हमारी बॉडी में स्किन कवर कर रही है from outside, similarly in plants there is a thin layer of cells known as epidermis. In most cases it is covered by a waterproof layer from the outside, that is known as cuticle. The epidermis of some part like leaves have got small openings or the pores on its surface which are known as stomata, and these stomata help in the exchange of gases and remove extra water from the plants. These are also enclosed by two kidney shaped guard cells which help in the closing and opening of this epidermis. So epidermis have a continuous layer from outside, but in leaves it has got some special guard cells which are controlling the opening and closing of this stomata. Okay? So this stomata help in the exchange of gases with the environment. You can see very well the stomata found in the, ये सारी epidermal cells हैं, and somewhere these are guard cells, and green color this opening is known as stomata. So they are present in the epidermis of the leaves. Then there are different functions performed by this epidermis. The very first function is its outermost layer है, तो it protects the plant from desiccation and infections. उसको अनफेवरेबल कंडीशंस में ड्राई अप होने से बचाती है और इन्फेक्शन से भी बचाती है, राइट. नाउ देन इट हैज़ गॉट द क्यूटिकल. एक्सेस लॉस ऑफ वाटर को भी प्रिवेंट करती है दिस क्यूटिकल लेयर प्रेजेंट ऑन द epidermis. Then stomata, that we all know, help in the gaseous exchange and process of transpiration occur through this stomata only, where the extra water of the plant is lost in the form of water vapor. Then another protective tissue which develops in the plant is known as cork tissue, or we call it as phloem. Old plants में it is present it as the layer of dead cells and thick walls which do not have intercellular spaces between them, right. Or cell wall of these cork cell have got a waxy deposition of suberin. This suberin makes the cork cell impervious to water and air. Then we have got different functions which are performed by this cork cell. The very first is the preventing plant from infections and mechanical injuries. Okay? Act as a shock absorber and insulator. It provides toughness to the plants. It is also used to make some sports goods like हमने cricket ball, shuttlecock that has got the base made of cork. We have got three types of supportive tissue: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The very first we have the parenchyma cells, which are thin-walled living cells. They are oval or spherical in shape. They are loosely bound, right? And they have large central vacuole, which are found in the leaves, stems as well as roots. Then their main function is storage because they have got large vacuole. Parenchyma of the leaves are filled with chloroplast, so they are known as chlorenchyma. So chlorenchyma help in making of food by the plant and help in the process of photosynthesis. Then they help to repair and new growth of the cells. In aquatic plants, they are filled with air and known as aerenchyma, and they provide buoyancy to the aquatic plant, help them to float. The second one, we have got the collenchyma. They are present in the soft part of the plant below epidermis. They are living cells with thickening at their corners. You can see very well the corners are thickened. Okay, so they provide mechanical strength, provide flexibility to the plant parts, provide mechanical support and fill the vacant places in the plants. Third type of supporting tissues are made up of sclerenchyma cells, which are compactly arranged. See, they have got thickened wall all around, and their thickening is made up of a material called lignin, and they are generally dead cells. You might have observed coconut में जो outside covering रहती है, that is made up of sclerenchyma cell. They are present in the hard covering of seeds, nuts or veins of the leaves. They are present and their main function is to provide strength to the plants. Next, we have got the complex permanent tissues, which are made up of more than one type of cells. They are also known as conducting or vascular tissues because they help in the conduction of material from one part of the plant to another. They are of two types. The one which help in the transportation of water and minerals from soil to other parts is known as xylem, and the other tissue that help to transport food from leaf to all parts of the plant is known as phloem. Because they are complex tissues, so they are made up of different type of cells. Xylem consists of 4 types of cells: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma or xylem, sclerenchyma, or we call it xylem fibers. So all these are working together to transport water and mineral from roots to other parts of the plant, especially to leaves. Then we have got phloem, which is a vascular tissue which conducts food prepared in the leaves to other parts of the plant. They consist of 4 types of cells: seed tubes, companion cells, phloem fiber, and phloem parenchyma. Xylem conducts water only from root to upward part, that means in one direction, whereas phloem transport food in both the direction, upward as well as downward. So this is the main difference between xylem and phloem. We have got 2 type of tissues in plants: meristematic and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues which have the ability to divide. So they are of 3 types: apical, intercalary, and lateral. Whereas permanent tissue lost the ability to divide and acquire a particular function. They are of again 2 types: simple permanent and complex permanent. Simple permanent are of 2 types: protective in function and supportive. Protective, we have got epidermis and the cork cells, and supportive, we have got parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. And complex permanent tissue in plants constitutes xylem and phloem.